Fat Pat.
All right, thank you, Jason. Track is open. Could use
Jeffrey
one more marshal out there.
Shane Baker.
Thank you, James. Okay.
Tanner Dillon.
All right, I got all my drivers checked in. These guys are ready to go. Let's go ahead and line them up. Straightaway is closed. We got the Sir Bachelot on the 1, Jeffrey 2, Shane 3, Tanner 4, and Fat Pat will take the 5. Again, that is Scott Galero, Jeffrey Moore, Shane Baker, Tanner Dillon, and Fat Pat. All right, drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. No. It is a good start so far. A little bobble out of Bachelot. It's going to put Jeffrey Moore to the race lead. Scott hanging on to the 2 spot. Shane right there in the 3. And here comes Tanner in the 4. These guys are all very similar in pace. Jeffrey across the line there, 14-2. Sir Bachelot, 14-2. Shane goes down in the 3 spot. He had the fastest lap there with the 13-9. He's got some work to do now, but plenty of time to do it. Deep breath, Shane. So race leader, purple and white, goes down. Here comes Tanner. Tanner to the race lead. Orange nose, purple back. Scott gives up the 2 spot. He was out of line, didn't want to push the issue. It's just like that. Shane almost a lap down. Now he is a lap down. It's good driving here out of my top 3 through the front double. Little bobble out of both first and second there. Scott hanging in the shadows, looking to take advantage of any little bobbles these two make. Especially if they get battling too hard. You see those lap times start to drop. So a little bobble out of Tanner. He has to take the escape road, but Jeffrey into the race lead now. Purple, white across the line. Tanner right there in the 2. Scott in the 3. Gets a little love tap out of Shane. It's going to be Shane in the 4. Pat in the 5 as we are just about halfway through. Keep it clean. Keep it smooth. You want the rubber side down. You guys know what's up. Tanner holds on to the fastest lap of the race, but he goes down in the midfield. Here comes Galero to take over the 2 spot. So down the straightaway, coming across the line, 2nd and 3rd. And all that is good news for your race leader. Across the line for Jeffrey Moore. Current pace at a 25:05. Good line at a bash a lot. He's getting a little squirrely. Those tires have seen better days. So we have got our second heat of 21-5 coming up next. So it is Jeffrey out front, Tanner 2, Galero in the 3, Shane 4, Fat Pat rounding out the field, coming up on 1 minute to go. Again, if you are in race 2, please be ready. Jeffrey on a good lap here. Let's see what he can throw down. 14-2, not bad. Fastest lap of the race is a 13-9 set by your second place driver. So I just got to stop talking about Tanner. So he throws down a 13-5 out of Tanner. So everyone being real friendly with each other. As Tanner out for his final lap. Shane gonna make the line, but Jeffrey just comes up short. Jeffrey, you are done. There is Galero across the line. Fat Pat, Tanner, 1 to go. Coming through the sweeper and across the line. Thank you to my marshals. I will need somebody to grab the blowers for me, please. Thank you again, Jason. As Jeffrey sets the pace, a 25 flat. We have got our second heat of 21-5. Should have James, Jim, Bob, Brian, and Tristan if he's in the building.
Jim Carmozino. All right. Thank you, Jason. Brian Langdon.
Let's go ahead and get a couple laps in, and we'll shut you down.
Bob Torbond. James Buongiorno.
Got a lot of good drivers in this one as well. Let's go ahead and shut down that straightaway, guys. Got James on the 1, Jim 2, Bob 3, and Brian will take the 4. Again, that is James on the 1, Jim 2, Bob 3, and Brian will take the 4. All right, drivers and marshals, we are live in less than 5. We are off and running. A heavy start out of James. He wasn't going to be beat to the first corner. So that will give the lead over to Jim. Down the straightaway, that yellow nose, silver back. James getting that thing tamed down. He runs in the 2 spot, looking smooth. And Brian Langdon rounding out the top 3. There is your leader across the line, going to throw down a 14-4. James 14-8. And Brian Langdon, fastest car around the track, 13-4. Gains a whole second just in that one lap. It's already first minute down. There is Bob rounding out the field. I've seen Bob run better laps than that. Oh, Brian was charging hard. Little bobble. It's not going to fall too far back. It's first and second make their way down the straightaway. It's James all over that back wing of the Okemos. They're side by side. That's going to allow Brian right back into this thing. So we are 2 minutes in, 3 to go. It's a nice pass out of Brian into the 2 spot. There is Jim across the line. Brian 2, James right there in the 3. It is 3 different brands running in the top 3. You got the Yokomo out front, the TLR in the 2, and the Associated rounding out the top 3. Swatch down the straightaway, first and second through the sweeper. Bob gives them plenty of room. Oh, Brian looking for the inside there. We are now 2 minutes left to go down the straightaway, first and second. Good lap there out of Jim, his best lap so far, 14-1. These guys are almost on a TQ here. Only a 1/10 of a second separates Jim and Jeffrey. Oh, there's a slight bobble out here. Leader Brian Langdon to the race lead with 1:30 to go. Is Jim going to try to keep him in his crosshairs? Best thing you could do is at least apply pressure. James having a good first round here in that 3 spot. Down the straightaway. The blue nose, white back across the line. This run will put James in the A main if he keeps up. About 45 seconds to go. Race leader going to be coming through that double, single, white nose, black back. Down the straightaway. Jim trying to shadow him. Cross the line. This will be a new TQ out of Brian Langdon coming across the line. Give him some room. He will go out for one more lap. 21 laps is secured out of Brian and for Jim. So these guys will go 1 and 2 overall. Jeffrey falls down to the 3rd spot. James, you are done. Brian, you're TQ in round 1. There's Bob and Jim. Everybody's done. Thank you, marshals. Thank you to my drivers. James takes 3rd, Jim in the 2, and Brian Langdon will take round 1 at a 21.508. So we've got our first heat for the 17.5 class. Got David, Matt, Steven, Brian, Jonathan, Joshua, and Jason. Remember, guys, track is closed. Track is closed.
Brian Naft. Jason Sauls.
Thanks, man. Again, track is closed. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Joshua Sauls. Jonathan Gailrow. Matt McGee. David Stevenson.
I do need one volunteer marshal. Would be greatly appreciated. If I could get one volunteer.
Stephen Grayley.
Once again, guys, I could use one volunteer marshal, please. Thank you, Sean. Let's go ahead and line them up, drivers. No more laps, please. No more laps. So we got David on the 1, Matt 2, Steven 3, Brian 4, Jonathan 5, Joshua 6, and Jason will take the 7. All right, we have got our lineup. Drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. We are off and running. Oh, Steven turns in a little early. These guys getting themselves sorted out. It is. Who is that? Matt takes over the race lead, but for how long as he goes for a tumble? Gives it right back to David. Got Brian right there in the 3 spot. And a good start out of Joshua. Up into the 4. There's Jonathan 5. Here comes Steven and Jason. It's top 3 down the straightaway. Joshua not far behind. Nice line out of David through that sweeper. That's where you want to be. 13-1 that time by. Oh, Matt goes down into midfield. Going to lose a couple spots there. Just be mindful of the faster cars around you. Give them some room. Down the straightaway, your first place driver, David. He's got that silver, purple, orange. Brian in the 2, the green nose, purple back. Like the paint job on that car. And the all silver of Joshua down the straightaway in the 3 spot. Got Matt 4, Jonathan 5, Jason 6, and Steven going to be rounding out the field. Oh, Steven hitting that triple in the center. You don't see too many 17.5 two-wheels hitting that triple as second and third get tangled. Here comes Matt. Matt gives him the swift boot and gets one in return. Oh, and it broke. Tough break for Matt. We had just gotten to the halfway point. Your race leader down the straightaway. Silver, purple, orange. Steven gives them plenty of room. I do appreciate that. It's Brian back to the 2. Joshua 3. Jonathan trying to close the gap. Down in the center. Oh, it's both second and third making a bobble. James getting hit right in the shoulder trying to get to that car. Gotta love the effort. The minute 45 to go. Is David a full lap up on the field? Joshua, the all-chrome blue wing in the 2. Brian not far back in the 3. These two have been battling all race long. As Brian throws down his best lap there, 13.7. Still Jonathan 4, Jason 5. Steven moves up to the 6. As Matt out early. So we have got 1 minute left to go. Look out for that all chrome blue wing. So he goes down. Gives it over to Brian into the 2 spot now. Green, purple down the straightaway. Watch the front double, watch front double. Jason doing a great job there. And the downhill double. So we've got Heat 2 of the 17.5 class coming up next. So we've got about 10 seconds to go. Race leader out for his white flag lap. David 22.506. It's not a bad first run to kick off the night. Oh, Joshua, you are done. Jonathan, you're done. Jason, there's David. Waiting on 2 more down the straightaway. Go wide. And that is the race. Thank you to my marshals and my drivers. I do need somebody to blow the track off, please. Thank you, Brian. We are on to race number 4. Second heat of the 21.5 class.
David Miller. Chad. Alex Stroud-Hopolas.
All right. Doing all right.
Colby Harden.
All right. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you. Let's watch the sweeper,
Woodrow
guys.
Hall.
Watch sweeper.
David Jor.
Watch the sweeper.
Skyla Bergeron.
So I have got all of my drivers checked in. Thank you to my marshals. Let's go ahead and line them up. No more laps, please. So we got Alex on the 1, Kendra 2, Skylar 3, Colby 4, David Miller 5, Chad 6, and David Jor gonna take the 7. Oh, hey, Jason. Yeah. All right. We have got our lineup, drivers and marshals, on the sound of the tone. So we are off and running. Ah, Colby, little bobble there in the midfield double as Chad triples over him. So it's a good start out of Alex. He's got Skylar right on his heels up the inside. Nice pass. Chad moving up into the top 3, and that thing looks awfully fast. All right. Karma. Skylar leads the way across the line. Goes 13 flat that time by Kendra in the 2. 13 flat as well. Chad 3, David Miller 4, Alex 5. Here comes David Jor, not far behind that group. Oh, and again Alex goes down. It's a rough lap. Oh, as Chad and David get together. Here comes David. As Skylar comes through that double single. Kendra not far behind in the 2. Good battle here for the 3 spot. Got Chad, David Jor, David Miller rounding out the top 5. Colby 6, Alex 7. So we are just about halfway through. Skylar comes across the line there. Current pace, a 23.509. Kendra in the 2 spot, 22.512. And David Jor on the move, that all white rounding out the top 3. on a 21.501. You got Chad in the 4, Colby 5, Alex 6, David Miller having a rough lap. A few rough laps. About a minute 45 to go in this one. Battle for the 2 spot heating up here. Kendra, David through the double single. Blue, pink, and white going against the all white through the sweeper. Watch that double single. Good heads up driving out of both those guys. Oh, there's a big pile up in the midfield. Oh, is David able to get around Kendra? Is Kendra seeing the leader coming through, makes way, watch straight away, right behind you, right behind you. We've got 45 seconds to go. It's going to be Skylar looking to set the first round TQ. Coming across the line, 23.503. Kendra, good showing in the 2 spot, 22.508. Oh, should have kept my mouth shut. Watch the triple. David going against Chad now through the sweeper. Kendra not far behind. There's David out for his final lap. Chad, he's going to make it. Keep it going. Alex, keep going. Kendra, you got caught. Skylar, you're done. There's Colby, Miller. Couple more to finish. There's Alex and Chad. Thank you, marshals. Thank you to my drivers. Got Chad taking 3rd, David Jor in the 2, and Skylar setting the pace at a 23.502. Hey, Skylar.
Tristan Humphrey. Vincent Ringler.
Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey. Could you
Jeremy
throw some sauce on my
Sir
tires?
Bashalot. Donnie Jackson. Gary Weaver.
It's in my bag. Hey, thanks, buddy. All right, I got all my trucks checked in. Thank you to all my marshals. Oh, he's got the special sauce or something? Yes, yeah. Sorry. It is Gary on the 1, Jeremy 2, Sir Bachelot will take the 3, Donnie 4, Vinny 5, and Tristan will take the 6. All right. Drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. We are off and running. It's a good start out of White Lightning. Got Jeremy right there in the 2 spot. Donnie to the top 3. There's Gary across the line, 14-8. Jeremy a 15-5. Donnie under pressure there from Vinny. Oh, is Gary having some trouble? Falls way back into the 4 now. Oh, there's multiple trucks down in that section. David having to play hopscotch. It's 2 minutes in. We've got 3 left to go. It is that all silver of Jeremy out front. Chenzo in the 2 spot. The best looking body out there, if you ask me. He's got that blue, orange, white. Sir Bachelot rounding out the top 3. He's got the white nose, green back. Donnie 4, Gary 5, Tristan rounding out the field. Again, that all silver is your race leader. Chenzo on that back wing. First and second through the double single. Oh, Vinny hits the triple. Gives Jeremy the boot. Oh, as Vinny makes a mistake, these guys are tripping over the wheels. That is the main reason why I don't run stadium truck. So you got 10 seconds to go. Jeremy out for his white flag. Vinny gets one more. Donnie does not. Donnie are done. Sir Bachelot. Jeremy going to take round one. Chenzo with some work to do. And everybody's done. Thank you, marshals. Thank you, drivers. It is Gary Weaver taking third. Vinny 2. And Jeremy will take round one at a 21.502.
All right. We got race 6, 13.5, four-wheel drive buggy
Alex
up.
Stroud-Hopolas.
You guys
David
take
Dillard.
a couple practice
Sean
laps.
Smith. Tanner Dillon. Jared Deluge.
We need one more
Matt McGee.
marshal at
Joshua
the far
Stahl.
corner. One more marshal at the far corner by the glass. Marshall at the far corner by the glass. Anybody? Anybody? Vinny, you got it? All right. All right. Straightaway closed. Let's line it up. On the pole. On the pole, we got Joshua. Sean on the 2, David Miller on the 3, Jared on the 4, Matt on the 5, Tanner on the 6, and Alex, you're on the 7. All right, we got a good lineup here. Drivers ready. Go at the sound of the tone and not before. And they're off. Let's see if we can do a clean first lap here. Over the triple they go. Easy, guys. First lap. It's a tough one. So far, so good. Oh, one roll. Everybody else? All right, we got the solid green out front down the straightaway. He's going to cross the line first. That's David Miller. Sean Smith in the 2 and Jared in the 3. All right, starting to spread out a little. David Miller about a corner lead. Coming over the triple now in that solid green. Sean Smith right behind him. A little bobble out of David. Oh, that's all it took. Sean Smith to the lead. We got the lavender front with the yellow back coming over the triple. 1 and 2, and he bobbles. Lead change again. David Miller back to the front. Meanwhile, Jared about a corner back. He's got his car going. It's Miller. Oh, Now it's Sean. Jared to the 2 now. Leaders coming through traffic. Sean Smith, all 3 of them bunched right up down the straightaway. Here they come. Good driving. Over the triple. Jared to the front. Nice move. 1, 2, 3. It's Jared in front. Oh, nice pass right there by Sean over the triple. Good battle for second position coming onto the straightaway. Sean Smith and David Miller, 2 and 3 coming over the triple now. Meanwhile, Jared's got about a straightaway lead. He's got the fast lap of 11.9. We are almost halfway through this race. Running orders: Jared, Sean, David, followed by Alex, Matt, Tanner, and Joshua. Deluge coming across the line there. Second place across the line. That's Sean Smith and David Miller. Alex Stropanopoulos not too far behind. In fourth there. 2 minutes to go, drivers. Plenty of time. Jared Deluge stretching out his lead. Pace is 23.503. David Miller goes down. That was our second place car. Sean Smith crossing the line. He's got a solid second position. Alex Stropanopoulos now up to the 3. He was just waiting for his opportunity, and that was it. Down the straightaway. Thank you. Jared making his way through traffic. He's got a comfortable lead. New fast lap of 11.6. Jared just clicking off the laps. Alex now in a pretty good 3. Solid. David Miller about 2 corners behind. Alex, third position, crossing the line. David Miller, fourth position, crossing the line. Matt McGee not too far behind. Time is winding down, drivers. 30 seconds. You got about 2 laps. If you're going to make your move, now's the time to do it. Jared Deluge, 24.510. He's got to stay perfect if he wants to do 24 laps. Sean Smith across the line in number 2. 10 seconds. Drivers, keep going until I call you finished. All right, Tanner, Joshua, Alex, you guys are done. Matt, you are done. And let's see, Jared, you're done. And David Miller. All right, that's a wrap. Good race, guys. Third position, Alex Stropanopoulos with a 22.502. Second place, Sean Smith with a 23.508. And Jared Deluge taking the win with a fast lap and pace of 24.509. Good job, Jared. All right, race number 7. You guys are up. We need our marshals from race 6, 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy for marshals, and we need a blower. Track is closed. Track is closed. Kendra Knowles, your guest announcer. That's right. Track is closed until the blower guy is in a safe position. Still need a couple more marshals from the last race. Race. Yeah, 17.5, four-wheel drive buggy. Heat 1 is next. Track is still closed, drivers. When the blower guy is done, then you guys can take a few practice laps. We don't want any ankle bruises or accidents. I know. Those are like moon craters. Yeah, track is starting to get a little cratered at the end of the turn here, so the tight line is the good line. All right, track is open. Take a few laps. Looks like we've got our marshals. And see here. Hey, Jared. All right. It looks like Jared's on his way back. Kendra Nall signing off, your guest announcer. Have a good race, guys.
All right, if I could have everyone do one more lap for me. One more lap, please. Sure, we got
Weaver,
transponders all checked
Brian
in, looking good.
Tristan Humphrey, Bob Torvand, Jason Sauls, Brian Langdon, Jim Carmozino.
All right, looks like I have got, hey, James, come across the line, James. Oh, okay. Hey, James, come across the line real quick. Across the start-finish line. Just make sure I have your transponder all checked in. Right on. Gotcha.
James Bwanji or no?
All right, let's take it easy on the start. Don't get wild. We are live in less than 5. It's going to be a barn burner, dude. It's fairly clean for the first lap. You love to see it. It's Jason going to lead him around. You got White Lightning in the 2. Make that the race lead. Tristan with a good start. Battling here for the 3 spot with Brian. There's Brian Langdon rounding out the top 5. As he goes for a tumble off that center double. I'll tell you what, that center double is tricky. I've had my issues with that jump. It's down the straightaway, your top 3. You got Jason, Gary, Brian. There's Tristan 4. There is Jim rounding out the top 5. Brian Langdon 6. Bob 7, and James rounding out the field. Oh, watch the sweeper, watch sweeper, watch sweeper. That is clear. Tanner doing a great job. We are not taking a break in between rounds. We're going straight into round 2. So if you are in 21-5, please be ready. So it is Jason leading them around. Watch the sweeper. Stay inside through the sweeper. That is clear. Brian Langdon from out of nowhere up into the 2 spot. Looking to make the move on the race lead down the straightaway. Got the silver and orange out front. White, black, and orange in the lead now. So that's going to tighten up the whole field. Race leader across the line. Looks like Jim up into the 2. Jason hangs on to the 3, Tristan 4, Gary in the 5. Got James in the 6, Bob 7, Brian having a shocker of a first round. Watch that front double. Watching the front double. And at the end of the sweeper. Lots of mistakes here in round 1. So, you know, the best thing you guys can do is, if you're in a big group of cars, is just let off. Give yourself some space. Coming up onto the final minute. 1 to go, drivers. It is Brian Langdon through the double single. Got Jim in the 2. Gary Weaver 3. Tristan 4. Make that Jason in the 5. Bob 6. James falls all the way back to the 7. And Brian rounding out the field with 30 seconds to go. So Matt running around like a madman out there. He's giving full hustle. Ten seconds. White flag is out here for your race leader. Everybody out for one more. Keep it going. Keep it going. There is James across the line. Brian Langdon. And one more down the straightaway. That is your race. Thank you, marshals. Thank you to my drivers. Got Gary taking 3rd, Jim 2, and Brian Langdon gonna set the pace.
no good. Well, at least. But you know, Brian, I've seen worse.
Sir Bashalot.
All right, thank you to Matt. I
Jeffrey
do appreciate it.
Shane Baker.
As we are into round number 2 of
Pat.
qualifying.
Tanner Dillon.
So I've got all my drivers checked in. Thank you to my marshals. Let's go ahead and shut it down. Drivers, no more laps, please. It's going to be Fat Pat on the 1, Tanner 2, Shane 3, Jeffrey 4, and Sir Bashalot will take the 5. Brian Langdon currently holds down the TQ 21.508. All right, drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. It's an early lead here for Tanner. He's got some pace in that TLR. Shane with a good start in the 2 spot. Here comes Galero in the top 3. Jeffrey having a shocker of a start. He's got some work to do. Just got to keep it calm, cool, collected. Keep that thing in the line, all 4 wheels. That's what Tanner's doing. It's working out for him. Down the straightaway for your race leader. Huge gap. Orange nose, purple back. Oh. Got Shane and Galero battle here for the 2 spot. Jeffrey not far off those 2. But Tanner is gone. He's checked out. Watch straightaway go outside, outside. That is clear. Just getting that orange nose, purple back is your race leader through the double single. Shane, ooh, up on 2 wheels, good save. In the 2 spot for that green and pink. Got Jeffrey rounding out the top 3 with Galero right on his heels. So we are 2 minutes in, 3 left to go. Shane throwing down a heater there, 14.3. That's been his quickest lap so far. So we are only halfway through this. It's Tanner putting in a good round 2 here, coming across the line. A 25.02. That currently puts him 4th overall. And I will be taking... What am I taking? We'll be taking the top 5 into the A main. Currently, James has that final transfer spot. Shane right on the cusp. Coming up onto our final minute. Tanner having a rough lap there. Drops him down to a 20. 5:06. Shane 25:14. Needs to keep chugging on along. Keep clicking off those laps. Sir Bashalot at a 19:5:01. He can get to that 20-lap run. Jeffrey, on the other hand, he is safe in that A main. He does sit 3rd overall. Oh, Shane. Just be mindful of your leader as Tanner throws down his best lap there, 13:7. It's a pretty smoking lap here in 21:5. Oh, is that his time? Sir Bashalot, you got caught. There is Fat Pat across the line. There's Shane, Jeffrey, one more down the straightaway, one more. That is your race. Thank you, marshals. Thank you to my drivers. That will put Tanner up into the 3rd spot. Jeffrey falling to the 4. It's just a reminder, I am taking top 5 to the A main. So we have got race number 2 out here, 21:5. Should have Brian Langdon, Bob, Jim, and James.
Jim Carmozino, Brian Langdon, Bob Torvand,
All right, I am looking for James. He's scrambling back there.
James Buongiorno,
All right, it is going to be Brian Langdon on the 1, Bob 2, Jim 3, and James in the 4. 1 minute. 1 minute. All right. Anybody else, Jim? I wouldn't let it. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to MHOR RC on this Wednesday evening. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. I know I am. I love calling races. Run it till it dies, he says. All right. Drivers and marshals, we are live in less than 5. We are off and running. Oh, James, you got to get that start checked out. It's going to be Bob leading him around. Make that Brian on the inside. Nice pass. Bob to the 2 spot. There's James 3. Jim, that thing does not sound good. There it goes. Pick up. That's no good. Why is that so good? Yep. All right, minute 30 into this thing. Brian Langdon looking to increase that advantage. He's got a nice open track for him. Down the straightaway for Brian Langdon. Had a 13.9 last time by 13.7 this time. Brian showing these guys how it's done in 21.5. Bob in the 2 spot. James not far behind in the 3. So we are just about halfway. There comes Brian, still on that 21 lap pace. He had a 5:08 in round 1. Bob in the 2 spot at 19.5 flat. James hanging on to that final spot in the A main. Shane coming up just short. Only about 4 seconds off of James's pace. But Bob could sneak it in. 2 minutes left to go. Race leader through that downhill double. Minute 30. So we've got race 3 coming up next hour, 17.5, heat 1. Oh, beat it, James. Oh, Bob in some trouble. Gets it going back on his own, but James not far behind. 1 minute to go. The battle is on. Oh, nice pass out of James. Gives him the shoulder check. That was a pass with authority. "30 seconds to go. Brian will be your TQ in 21-5 tonight. The only one close to his pace is himself. James in the 2 spot, slight bobble there, but he is wrapped up that final spot into the A main as Bob gets back around him. It's a drag race down the straightaway as the tone goes off, and Bob traction rolls it. Oh, James takes the 2, Bob in the 3. So I will need somebody to blow the track off for me, please. So we have got race 3 coming up next. First heat of the 17.5 two-wheel drives.
Jason Sauls, Brian Naft, Stephen Grayle, Joshua Sauls, David Stevenson, Jonathan Gailrow, Matt McGee.
All right, I do need one more Marshall out here. Watch the sweeper, watch the sweeper. He got it. We'll need one more Marshall. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. So it's going to be Jason 1, Joshua 2, Jonathan 3, Brian 4, Steven 5, Matt 6, and David will take the back. And I will need one more Marshall. Thank you, Shane. All right, we've got our drivers. Thank you to my volunteers. We are live in less than 5. So we are off and running. Oh, and it's a rough start for Joshua. He's got some work to do. But Jason gonna lead him around. Jonathan, he's a contender. Got Brian in the 3. Matt, he needs a good run in the 4. David 5. Josh in the 6. And Steven rounding out the field. There is your lead group across the line. It's that white, pink, purple of Jonathan out front. Brian in the 2. The green, purple, and Matt rounding out the top 3 down the straightaway. Got David, winner of round 1 in this class, or in this heat, I should say. Got Josh rounding out the top 5. Jason 6. Steven with a big moment off the double. It's the battle to watch. Going to be coming down that straightaway. 3-car battle here for the 2 spot. Go, oh, what a marshal. Wow. It's like Brian's done this before. Oh, Jonathan down. Brian to the race lead. So top 2 coming through that infield, or the front double. Matt 3, David 4. It's coming up onto the halfway. There's your leader, green nose, purple back. Jonathan in the 2 spot, Matt 3, David 4. A good sized gap between David and Jason, who sits in the top 5. So it will be the top 7 going to the A main. Watch the downhill double. Nice double move out of David. Gets the 2-for-1 special. With 2 minutes to go, drivers. This top 4 still not separated by much. Race leader down that straightaway. Whoa, watch straightaway, watch straight. That is clear. Is David getting tangled in that back wing? Here comes Matt. Jonathan. Oh, and things are unraveling here for Brian. It's Jason, they are a lap ahead of you, and top 3 now are clear of traffic. If you guys see that green and purple, get out of the way. Things starting to settle in now. It's David across the line. He's got a good sized lead. Matt in the 2. There's Jonathan 3. Watch the straightaway. Go inside, inside. Clear. So remember, guys, if there are faster cars around you, please give them some room. You know what to do. 30 seconds to go. It's David across the line. Currently sits 2nd overall. Matt in the 2. Ooh, gets a slight bump there. Jonathan is going to wait it out. I do appreciate that. So it will be the race to the line. Brian, keep going. Matt, on the other hand, you are done. Jonathan done. Jason. There is your race winner. And Brian, good comeback drive out of Brian back into the 2 spot. with Matt rounding out the top 3. We are on to the final qualifier for the 17.5 class.
David Miller. Chad. Skyla Bergeron. David Jor.
Thank you, Brian.
Colby Harden.
Matt,
Alex Stroud.
stretch that hammy, dude.
Kendra Knowles.
Get you some. That's There you go. I know I was worried about wearing the shorts today. Didn't want to blind anybody. All right, let's go ahead and line them up. Drivers, it is David Jor on the 1, Chad 2, David Miller 3, Colby 4, Skylar 5, Kendra, and Alex. All right, thank you to all my marshals, drivers. We are live in less than 5. We're off and running. Most of these drivers are set in the A main. Oh, this thing's kicking off over that front double. A lot of experienced drivers in this class. They knew what to do. Let's close our eyes and hope. Watch that front double. As Skylar out to an early lead like he did in round 1. David in the 2 spot. Colby rounding out the top 3. But David Miller needs a good run. Got Kendra rounding out the top 5. Chad in the 6. And Alex, also another one of those drivers that needs a good run here. He sits right on that bubble. And it's not going to be this round. As Skylar picking up where he left off down that straightaway, looking fast. White nose, black back. It's more of a silver. David Jor in the 2 spot, the all white. Colby in the top 3, looking good in that mint green. Got David Miller not far behind in the 4. Kendra, Chad going at it here for the top 5. So we are halfway through this one. Oh, Colby goes down. But David, good track position out there in the 2 spot. He's the only driver really not, well, other than Skyler. Doesn't have much pressure. Got Chad into 3. David 4. Colby 5. Kendra rounding out the field with 2 minutes to go. Be mindful of the faster drivers around you. Got that all white down the straightaway, sits in the 2 spot. We got about a minute 20 to go. Kendra with some 360 down the straightaway. Might need to take some brake out of that car. One minute left to go. It is Skyler, David, Chad, Miller, Colby, Kendra. David Miller looking to put that thing in the A main. Watch the sweeper, watch the sweeper. Inside, inside. Watch the sweeper. $20 seconds to go. Skyler coming off a hot lap, a 12-2. Thank you, Shane. That is the tone. David, you are the first to finish. There's Skyler, Colby, Kendra, and the rest of them. Thank you to my marshals and my drivers. Got David Jor taking 3rd. Chad into 2 in your TQ. Skyler Bergeron, a 24.507.
Donnie Jackson, Sir Bashalot, Jeremy Hilsendiger, Gary Weaver, Vincent Ringler, Tristan Humphrey.
All right, let's go ahead and line them up. It is Tristan on the 1, Vinny 2, Donnie 3, Sir Bachelot 4, Jeremy 5, and Gary Weaver take the back. Donnie, you are on the 3. All right, we've got our lineup, drivers and marshals, on the sound of the tone. We are off and running with some turtle buses, and it's a pile up here in turn 3. Oh my goodness. Chinzo, all smiles on his face as he's got a good sized lead. Tristan in the 2, Donnie 3. Jeremy, your winner in round 1, finds himself in the 4th spot. Race leader through that sweeper and across the line, the blue, white, orange. Jeremy in the 2 spot, the all silver. And the black and yellow of Donnie Jackson rounding out the top 3. With Galero 4, Tristan 5, and Gary rounding out the field. Vinny throwing down a good second run here, coming across the line. 13-6 that time by. Here comes Jeremy in the 2 spot, the all silver with the 13-8. Donnie rounding out the top 3. Tristan 4, Galero 5, Weaver in the 6. So we are just about halfway. Just be mindful of the faster trucks coming around. Whoa. Ooh. Down in the center. No, he's got it. Vinny on a new TQ run here. 22-5-12 as he sends the triple. Jeremy through that double single. About a half a lap down off of Chinzo. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We are just about 1 minute. We've got the 13.5 four-wheel drives coming up next. Oh, first mistake there out of Vinny that I've seen at least. He's had a very clean run. Coming through that front double down the straightaway, your race leader. Jeremy still on lead lap. I believe he's the only driver left on lead lap. Donnie 3, Galero 4, Gary 5, and Tristan rounding out the field. Oh, watch the sweeper go inside through the sweeper, inside. That is clear. So we have got 10 seconds to go. These guys out for their white flag lap. Vinny, no! Oh, Vinny! He is not going to make it. No way. Vinny, you are done. Oh, my goodness. Watch the sweeper. Watch sweeper. That is everybody done. Thank you, marshals. Thank you, drivers. That's one way to finish a race.
All right. Race number 6, 13-5, four-wheel drive buggy. You guys are up. It's Alex, Tanner, Matt, Jared, David, Sean, and Joshua. We need our marshals from that last race. Marshals from the last race. Track is closed until the blower guy is done. Nice warm weather for this Wednesday night racing. Spring's definitely here. Hopefully the outdoor track will get open pretty soon. All right, track is open for a few laps.
Jared Deluge, Joshua Sauls, Alex Stroud-Hopolas, Tanner Dillon, David Miller, Sean
All
Smith.
right, see here. We do have enough marshals. That's good. Don't run over the marshals, please. And all right. Let's close down the straightaway. Straightaway's closed. Let's line it up. Lineup's going to be Alex on the 1, Tanner on the 2, Matt on the 3, Jared on the 4, David on the 5, Sean on the 6, and Joshua on the 7. 1 minute. Okay. All right. We got a minute. Hold on. Oh yeah. Let's see here. I don't know, Vinny's pretty fast on his feet one. All right. Looks like we got our last car up here. If you want to do a lap, that's fine. If you good? All right. All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. Go at the sound of the tone and not before. And they're off. Little bit of a rough start. Everybody's still on their wheels. Looks like Alex is going to make use of that pole position, and he's going to cross the line first. Meanwhile, we got Tanner and Jared. Alex gets a little trouble there. Uh-oh. That's good sportsmanship. Jared tapped him and spun him out, but all right, there's plenty of time in this race. Oh, that was a slow motion roll there. Everybody's still on that same lap. Alex with a 12.7. Tanner Dillon in the 2. Got David Miller in solid green in the 3. And Jared right there. Oh, Tanner goes down. He's going to lose many positions there. David Miller to the 2. And Jared Deluge to the 3. Matt McGee in the 4. Starting to spread out here now. Alex has a pretty comfortable lead over David. He's about 2 turns back, about a straightaway down. We got Alex, David, and Jared top 3, followed by Matt, Joshua, Sean, and Tanner. Still plenty of time left. Race to watch is for second position, coming over the triple now. David Miller in the all green, followed by Jared. That is 2 and 3, battling for position. They're making some ground on Alex. Oh no. Looks like Jared has got some, something's wrong with his car. He was in the mix too. Car down. All right, we got Alex, David, and Matt McGee in the top 3 now. Joshua in the 4, Sean in the 5. Looks like Tanner's in the 6. David Miller now in the lead. Solid green is the leader down the straightaway. We got Alex in the 2. He's coming down the straightaway. And he bumps that corner there. Lucky landing. We're down to 2 minutes remaining, drivers. Running order is David, Matt, and Alex, top 3, followed by Sean, Joshua, and Tanner. Wow, 2 down. That was Alex, our 3rd place car. Looks like Sean Smith now over the triple. He's in the 3 now. It's David, Matt, and Sean. Joshua and Alex battling for 4 and 5. Time is winding down. We've got just over a minute left, drivers. Matt McGee in the 2 just crossing the line. David Miller making his way around here. That's your leader. He's in the traffic right now. He's actually lapping traffic now, yes. David Miller over the triple. Solid green. That's your leader. Matt McGee in the 2. Alex back up to the 3. 30 seconds, drivers. Got David, Matt, Alex, followed by Joshua, Sean, and Tanner. Leader crossing the line. Matt McGee crossing the line. That's number 2. Everybody spread out. Time is winding down. That is time. Matt McGee, you are done. Joshua, you're done. David, you're done. A few more to finish. We got Tanner and Alex. That's everybody. All right, that's a race. Taking third, Alex with a, let me see here. Hold on a second. Why is this like that? Alex with a 22.513. Matt McGee with a 22.5 flat, and David Miller with a 23.508. Good race, guys. Up next, race 7. 17.5, four-wheel drive. All right. Oh, yeah, we need a track blower, and we need our marshals from the last race. Track is closed. Track is closed until the blower is done. All right, race 7 is 17.5 four-wheel drive buggy. That's Brian Langdon, Bob, Jim, James, Tristan, Brian Bagdett,
Jason Sauls,
Gary Weaver, and Jason. Got 7 cars in this one. Marshals are making their way out. See here. Looks like we might need at least one more marshal from that last race. Or volunteer. See, we got the middle covered and the corners. We need one more by the driver's stand. One more marshal by the driver's stand. From that last race, or a volunteer. You get good race karma if you volunteer. All right, we got our marshals. All right, track is open. Let's take a few laps.
James Orno, Gary Weaver, Bob Torvand, Brian Langdon, Brian Badgett, Tristan Humphrey, Jim Carmozino.
All right. Jared, you want me to call this one? Yeah? Okay. Your guest announcer, Kendra Knowles, will be calling this race. Let's get them lined up, guys. Straightaway's closed. On the 1 is Brian Langdon. And then we have Bob on 2, Jim on the 3, James on the 4, Tristan on the 5, Brian Bagdett on the 6, Gary on the 7, and Jason on the 8. We got a full class here. Last chance to qualify in a good position. We got 8 cars. Let's see if you guys can make the first lap nice and clean. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. All right, he's got the body on. Getting up on the stand here. All right, looks like we got a lineup. Drivers almost ready. You sure? Do you need a minute? Okay. All right, we're going to go with 7 cars then. If you guys want to scoot up or if you want to stay in your position, that's fine. All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. Go at the sound of the tone and not before. And they're off. Not too bad, not too bad. Everybody's still on their wheels. Over the triple they go. See if we can do a nice train. All right, first across the line is Jim. And Bob and Jason top 3 right now. But that could change any moment. Still pretty close. Oh, our leader goes down. He's going to lose the position. Gary Weaver. White Lightning out front. He's making it over the triple now. Everybody's still in the same lap. Gary Weaver, though, trying to make a nice big gap between him and the rest of the field here, coming over the triple. He's got about a corner lead. Jim in the 2, Brian in the 3. All right, top 3 down the straightaway. Weaver across the line. Brian across the line. Jim across the line. All right. Gary Weaver making a stand. 13-2, his fast lap. Gary Weaver coming down the straightaway in that green and yellow and white. He makes it past the traffic. Brian Langdon in the 2, Jim in the 3, followed by Jason and James and Bob and Brian and Tristan. Still plenty of time, over 3 minutes to go. Leader crossing the line. He's got a nice lead. That's Gary Weaver coming over the triple now. Then we've got Brian Langdon and Jim. Oh, our leader makes a mistake. Somehow he's still in the lead, though. Weaver across the line. Brian across the line. Yeah, top 3 down the straightaway, looks like. Gary gets a little sideways. He's still in the lead, though. He's just got to keep it on its wheels. It's Gary Weaver, Brian Langdon, and Jim Carmesino. Oh, our leader goes down. That's going to cost him. Got 2 minutes. Gary's still in the 2 after that long crash. Looks like Brian Langdon out in front now. Jim in the 3. Jason in the 4. Looks like Bob in the 5. James in the 6. Brian in the 7. And Tristan in the 8. A minute 30 remaining, drivers. Third place, Jim just crossed the line over the triple. Everybody fairly spread out here. Just over a minute remaining. Our leader in that white and orange and black coming over the triple now. That's Brian Langdon. Leader down the straightaway. Gary Weaver in the 2 just crossing the line, and he's going over the triple. Jim in the 3. I didn't see what happened there. Looks like Gary's made up some ground here. 1 and 2. Gary Weaver in the 2 crossing the line. Brian Langdon crossing the line. He's our leader. We have about just over 10 seconds, drivers. See who's going to make the line here. It's Brian, Gary, and Jim, top 3. When you cross the line, you'll be done. Jim, you're done. Gary, Brian, Bob, Brian Langdon, yeah, James. Looks like Everybody's done here. Yep. That's a race. All right. Taking third, Jim with a 19.501. Second place, Gary Weaver with a 20.506. And our winner for this round is Brian Langdon with a 21.506. All right. Good race, guys. Okie dokie. So now we're gonna take a minute or two or 5 minutes, and we're gonna get the main sorted out. Kendra Null signing off. 5-10 minutes. Jared Deluge back on the stand.
All right, the main should have printed back there. It is still going to be 21-5 up first. Should have Shane, Sir, Bashalot, Bob, and Pat. And I will need 17.5 four-wheel drive out there to Marshall. 17.5 four-wheel out to Marshall. Right? Yeah.
Shane Baker.
All right, I am looking for one more, Marshall. Got all my drivers up on the stand. Track is blown off. Shane already throwing down some
Bob
heaters.
Torvand. Fat Pat. Sir Bashalot.
Right. I do need one more Marshall. Or Brian to the stand. Either one. Straightaway's closed. It's going to be Shane on the 1, Sir Bachelot 2, Bob 3, Pat on the 4. All right, we've got a lineup, drivers and marshals, on the sound of the tone. We are off and running, 21-5 B main. Shane off to a rough start. Puts Galero to the race lead. Oh, look out. As Scott, a solid sized lead through the downhill double, nice and smooth. Shane in the 2, there's Bob in the 3. Fat Pat having his own troubles over that front double. Your leader through the sweeper and across the line, 14-7. That's his best lap so far. Shane is trying to reel him in. Got Bob in the 3, Pat in the 4. It's another fast lap out of Scott, 14-4. Galero took that lead early and hasn't looked back. So everybody well spread out in this one. So we are 2 in, 3 to go. Both first and second, throwing down 14 threes. There's a 13-9 out of Shane. That's what I like to see. Galero having a couple back-to-back rough laps here. It's allowing Shane to reel it in just a little bit. Just past the halfway. Now Scott back to some clean track ahead. $13.8 out of Scott. That's what I like to see. Whoa, easy, Brian. 25:04, the pace out front. Pink and green in the 2 spot. Get out of the way. He's trying to chase down the leader. He turned the fastest lap of the race last time by as he traction rolls at the end of the straightaway. There is still time in this one, coming up onto the final minute. Don't count yourself out just yet. Well, so we got the 21-5 A main coming up next. Should be a really good race. Lots of drivers close in pace in that one. Yes. Thank you, Brian. About 20 seconds to go. Looks like these guys are going to be set in stone. Sir Bachelot out for his final lap. Shane going to get by for one more. Bob and Fat Pat not so lucky. Oh, wow. Stuck the landing. There's one more to finish down the straightaway. And that is the race. Thank you, marshals. Thank you, drivers. So you got Bob taking third, Shane in the 2, and Sir Bachelot takes the win at a 25:01. So you've got race 2, 21.5 A main. Got Brian, Jim, Tanner, Jeffrey, and James. Barn burner, dude.
Tanner Dillon, Brian Langdon, Jim Carmozino, Tanner Dillon, Brian Langdon, James Buongiorno, Jeffrey Moore.
All right, I got all my drivers checked in. Thank you to my marshals and all my volunteers. Appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and line them up. No more laps, please. So we got Brian on the 1, Jim 2, Tanner 3, Jeffrey 4, and James on the 5. All right, we have got our lineup, drivers, marshals, on the sound of the tone. We are off and running. Oh, Tanner and Jeffrey getting caught up. First and second getting caught up. Look at the start out of James. He's got it figured out here in the main. As Jim takes over the lead. James gets a helping hand there. Brian going to wait it out. Oh, Tanner comes up short. Langdon, he's got to keep a cool head. Lots of racing left to go, and he's got the pace to hang. Jim down that straightaway. James in the 2 spot, and a good 3-car battle here for the top 3. Got Jeffrey, Brian, Tanner. There's Jim across the line, 15 flat. James 14.9. Jeffrey 15 flat. Everybody right there in the low 15s. I want to see some 13s out of these guys. or Scott is not going to be happy. Counting down to 3 minutes left to go. Jim just clicking off the laps out front. That's what you need to do. James goes down into 2. Jeffrey gonna sneak by. So is Brian. Oh, look out. Coming for the shins. There is Jim across the line. Jeffrey closing the gap. Here comes Brian Langdon. Tanner not too far behind here. Tanner's got some good pace in that TLR. Well, there's a good lap out of Langdon, 13.8. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. I'm going to shut up now. It's 2 minutes left to go in this one. Cross the line, first in, second. Everybody still on lead lap. You love to see it past the halfway point. Jim across the line, 14.8 that time by. Bobble out of Jeffrey. So we got a 3-car battle here for the 2 spot. Make that the race lead. There's a slight bobble there out of Jim. Nothing crazy. This top 4 going to be coming through that chicane. Down the downhill double. Marshall. Oh, easy, Brian. Oh, he got it going on his own. 45 seconds to go. Don't count yourself out just yet. There is time and positions to be gained. It's down the straightaway, first and second. Oh, Brian to the inside. What a move. But, oh, Jim tries to send one back. Oh, good battle there for the race lead. That will allow Jeffrey right on the back wing out for their final lap. That is time expired. Everybody keep it going. Except for Brian Langdon coming back from the depths to take the win. Jim with a solid race in the 2, Jeffrey 3, there's Tanner 4, and James going to round out the field. Thank you, marshals. Thank you to my drivers. So that was a great race. Everybody kept it close, kept it clean. So we now move on into race number 3, 17.5 B main. We got Alex, Joshua, Matt, Jonathan, Jason, Steve. A lot of fast drivers in this B main.
Alex Stroudhopoulos, Jonathan Galero, Joshua Sauls,
So I've got most of my drivers checked in. Marshall's making their way out.
Stephen Grayley. Matt McGee.
Yes. It's all right. I will need one more. He knows. Let's go ahead and line him up. Straightaway is closed. So we got Alex on the 1, Joshua 2, Matt 3, Jonathan 4, Jason 5, and Steven will take the 6. All right, thank you to my Marshall's drivers. We are live in less than 5. So we're off and running. 17.5, two-wheel drive, B main on the track. It's a nice, clean start. A lot of experienced drivers in this B main. Alex gets a good, clean first lap in. Matt in the 2. Jonathan falling way back. Looks like that's going to put Jason up into the top 3. There's Steven in 4. Oh, spoke too soon. Oh, now Alex's turn to make a bobble. Here comes Matt. Jason not far behind. Joshua into the 4. Jonathan round out the top 5. So there is Alex across the line. 13.7 that time by. Joshua, 13.4, fastest lap of the race so far. We are 2 minutes in, 3 left to go. Alex stretching out that gap out front through the front double, down the straightaway. Green nose, silver back. There's Matt through the sweeper in the 2 spot. Getting sideways, good catch. Jonathan 3, Joshua 4, good battle here through the double, single. Got Jason 5, Steven in the 6. Oh. Watch straight away. Good job, Tanner. I'll get it. So we've got 2 minutes to go, drivers. 2 to go. It's still a solid sized lead here for Alex. Jason. Still Matt in the 2. Joshua was putting on a good charge. It's not far off the back of Matt. Down the straightaway, 2 and 3, and Matt gets it way wrong. He's doing a crooked grind down that pipe. It's coming up onto our final minute. It is Alex, Joshua, Matt, Jonathan, Jason, Steven. Wow, nice line. 30 seconds to go. Everybody pretty well spread out at this point. Closest battle out there is Matt and Jonathan. Even those two are a solid 2 seconds apart. What could be the final lap of this B main. Hey, come on, Matt, get on it. And he did too. Did he make it? Oh, Matt, you got caught. Jonathan, you're done. Alex, keep it going. Jason, keep going. And one more, and that is the race. Thank you to my marshals and my drivers. We got Matt taking third. Actually, no change in the order. Everybody finished where they qualified. It's like it was meant to be. So we've got our 17.5 A main. Got Chad taking over the TQ. As Skylar checked out early, said my work here is done. I believe Skylar got 24 laps in that second heat. That is smoking fast.
David Miller. Brian Knapp. Chad.
We got the David main event here. It's just about half the field is named David. All right, thank you to Jeffrey. I do
Colby
appreciate you.
Kendra Knowles. David Jor. David Stevenson.
Oh. All right, everybody's checked in. Thank you to my marshals. Let's go ahead and line them up. We got Chad on the 1, David Jor 2, David Stevenson 3, David Miller 4, Kendra 5, Colby 6, and Brian getting that final spot in the A main. All right. Drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. We are off and running. Oh, rough start here for Jor. It's a little hesitant off the tone. That's going to open up a good sized lead on lap 1 here for Chad. David Miller 2, Kendra to the 3. Oh, Colby with the endo off the front double. It's your race leader over that triple. Green, purple, followed by David Miller, the all orange in the 2. David Jor, nice pass back into the top 3 with that all white. Kendra in the 4. Here's Brian in the 5. Colby 6 and David Stevenson rounding out the field. David down. Kendra back into the top 3. You guys see that all orange. He does sit in the 2 spot. Watch straightaway. Go wide. That is clear. Good marshal out of Jonathan. So that will put Kendra up into the 2 spot. Miller 3. It's just about 2 minutes in. 3 left to go. The closest battle out on track is for that 2 spot. Watch straightaway, it's clear. Watch sweeper go inside to the sweeper, that's clear. So we are halfway through, lots of time to go. Keep your head on straight. Kendra David across the line, still going out of here for that 2 spot. The blue, pink, and the all orange. You got Colby moving up into the 4, getting around David Jor. Got Brian 6, David Stevenson rounding out the field. Oh, David looking for the inside, hits the hammer down. The minute 30. Watch this center double go outside. It's clear. Coming up onto the final minute. Chad across the line. 23-507. Whoa, watch straight away. Watch straight away. Look at the hustle out of Jonathan. What it's like to be young again, huh? Not saying that I... It's Chad throwing down his personal best lap there, 12-4. Kendra holding down the 2 spot with a solid gap as well. David Miller rounding out the top 3. David Jor coming off his best lap, 12-6. Colby 5, David Stevenson 6, and Brian rounding out the field, 10 seconds to go. Oh, Stevenson, you are done. Couple more to finish down that straightaway. And that is the race. Thank you, marshals. Thank you to my drivers. It is David Miller taking 3rd, Kendra to the 2, and Chad will take the win in modified 2-wheel drive. We have got the Turtle Bus class.
Tristan Humphrey.
Right on. Thank you to Josh.
Jeremy Hilsendiger. Sir Bashalat.
Whoa, whoa.
Donnie Jackson.
Whoa, whoa.
Gary Weaver.
I
Vincent
got
Ringberg.
everyone checked in. Thanking all my marshals. Right. Let's go ahead and line them up, drivers. No more laps. We got Vinny on the 1, Jeremy 2, Donnie 3, Gary Weaver 4, Scott Galero 5, and Tristan on the 6. All right, we've got our lineup. Drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. We are off and running. Oh, these guys. Oh, look at the move out of Donnie. Taking the triple on the opening lap. It's Chenzo trying to run away from these guys. Oh, there's a little contact there. That puts Basha Doodle Doo. I can't get away from that name. Oh, Gary tips it over. Ooh, jeez. Cheerleader over that triple. He's got a solid sized lead. Sir Bashalot in the 2 spot. Donnie 3. It is Donnie Jackson rounding out the top 3 with Jeremy right on his heels. Still got a lot of race left to go. Coming up on to 3 minutes. There's your leader. 13-9 that time by. You got Sir Bashalot in the 2 spot. Jeremy 3, that all silver. And the black and yellow of Donnie Jackson right on his heels in the 4 spot. Watch the sweeper. It's all right. Vinny out front on cruise control. $13.5. That's been, whoa, big crash out of Basher Doodle-Doo. Watch the sweeper. Watch sweeper. That is clear. Like that will put Donnie up into the 2 spot. Jeremy 3. Sir Bashalot to the 4. With Tristan 5 and Gary having a rough main here in the stadium truck class. Oh, that didn't sound good. It's just that body. So we've got less than 2 to go. Everybody pretty well spread out. Closest battle out there is for the 2 spot. That is Donnie and Jeremy across the line. Donnie the black and yellow, Jeremy the all silver. Oh, Donnie bumping down the wall, down the straightaway, and that's going to pay the price. Puts Jeremy to 2. Watch the sweeper, watch the sweeper. That is clear. Vinny throwing down a new fast lap, 13.5. Well, these guys coming up on the traffic, that battle for the 2 spot. These guys doing a good job staying out of that battle. Donnie and Jeremy get tangled again. Tristan gets well out of the way. I do appreciate that with 30 seconds to go. These guys will go out for one more if they keep it clean. Wow, nice move out of Donnie. Gets around for his final. Tristan, you are done. There's Vinny to take the win. Jeremy in the 2. And Donnie rounding out the top 3. Everybody is done. Thank you, marshals. Thank you, drivers. It is, please. It is Donnie taking 3rd, Jeremy 2, and Vinny takes the win at a 22.510. Oh, this is my race.
All right. Your guest announcer, Kendra Knowles, on the driver's stand. Up next, we have race 6, 13.5 4-wheel drive buggy A main. Our TQ is Jared Deluge. We've got Sean Smith in the 2, David in the 3, Matt in the 4, Alex 5, Joshua 6, and Tanner in the 7. Track is still closed. Track is closed until Chad's done blowing the track. We need our marshals from the last race and volunteers, if possible. Marshals from the last race. Got 7 cars in this one. All right, thank you, Chad. Track is open.
Alex Stroud Hopolas. David
All right,
Miller.
let's see.
Tanner Dillon.
We need
Joshua Sauls.
a marshal underneath
Sean
the
Smith.
MHOR RC sign
Jared
next to
Deloge.
the driver's stand there.
Matt
Yeah,
McGee.
thank you. All right, looks like we've got all our marshals. Let's take one more lap, and then we'll get it lined up here. A-main. All right, let's close the straight. Let's go ahead and close the straightaway. Let's get it lined up. On the pole, we've got Jared Deluge, Sean on the 2, David on the 3, Matt on the 4, Alex on the 5, Joshua 6, and Tanner on the 7. All right, we've got our marshals in place. And we've got our drivers in place. Drivers ready. Go at the sound of the tone and not before. And they're off. So far, so good. We've got a good train going here. Uh-oh. Plenty of time in this race. Our leader stretching out his lead already down the straightaway. That's Jared Deluge, your Wednesday night race announcer. In the 2, Sean Smith. Right behind him, Matt McGee. Oh, Alex in the mix too. All 3 of those guys battling for the 2 position down the straightaway. Here they come. Right now, Sean Smith in that purple and yellow. Alex in the gray and yellow. Matt over the triple. Looks like David Miller wants to join in. Now we got a 4-car battle for position 2 here coming across the line. Pretty good. They're separated by about a corner and a half. Over the triple they go. That's the race to watch. Alex makes a mistake. Oh, he's going to fall to the back of that pack there. Meanwhile, Jared stretching out his lead. 11-9 fast lap for Jared. Sean Smith still holding the 2 down. Looks like David Miller moving his way up. Solid green. That is a fast green coming down the straightaway. He's on the hunt for Sean Smith. Here they come over the triple. Oh, 1 triple, 1 double. Oh, they get tied up a little. Ah. Oh, that's all right. They're going to make it a race. Cross the line to go. Meanwhile, Alex sneaks in the 2. Alex, in that commotion, race to watch is coming over the triple right now. Alex over the triple. David Miller over the triple. Sean Smith still in the mix, followed by Matt, Joshua, and Tanner. Oh, there it is. Miller for the pass. Both of them triple it. Order is Jared, Alex, David, Sean, Joshua, Matt, and Tanner. We're about halfway through this race, guys. Jared Deluge making his way through traffic, crossing the line now. Our leader in that green and blue, he's going over the triple. He's been in the lead since the beginning. Has the fast lap of 11.9. David Miller crossing the line. That fluorescent green, he's coming over the triple. He's your number 2 car. Sean Smith over the triple. He's number 3, and Alex not far behind in the 4. The closest race right now is between Alex and Sean Smith. They're coming over the triple. Sean over the triple in the purple. Alex triples it. Green and gray down the straightaway. That is the battle for the 3 position. Minute and 30 seconds remaining, drivers. Jared, David, Sean, top 3, followed by Alex, Matt, Joshua, and Tanner. Jared Deluge on a 24-lap pace. He is gone. Down, car down, in the middle there. Thank you. All right. Looks like, all right, number 2, David Miller crossing the line in the all green. Sean Smith crossing the line. And Alex in the 4. Closest race is still between Alex and Sean. They're getting on the straightaway. right now. Sean is in the 3, Alex in the 4. Oh, Alex finds a way around him. Oh, our leader gets tied up a little bit there. 25 seconds, drivers. All right, it's David Miller. Hold on a second. I didn't see what happened there. I'm showing David Miller in the lead. Jared in the 2, 5 seconds, drivers. We had some position changes there. That is time. When you cross the line, you will be done. Matt, you're done. Alex, you're done. Sean, you're done. Everybody, almost everybody. Everybody is done. And that's a race. I'm not sure what happened here with, I think Jared, something must have happened to his car. But it looks like now Jared fell to the 4th position with a 22.507. Sean Smith with a 22.506. Alex with a 22.504. And David Miller with a 23.507. All right, that was an interesting race there. Next up is our final heat, or final main of the night, race 7. That's 17.5 four-wheel drive buggy. Track is closed while we have the track blown off. We'll need our marshals from that last race. Marshals from the last race. And race 7 looks like we have Brian Langdon, Jim, Gary, Tristan, James, Bob, Jason, and Brian Badgett. We're still looking for our marshals from that last race. All right, the marshals are
Jason
making their way out here. All right. It's a nice warm evening tonight. That's a nice change from the snow and cold. Yeah, it is a little warm in here. The track's actually pretty grippy because of it.
Jim Carmozino.
All right, we got a full heat here. Full class of 8 four-wheel drive buggies here. All right. Let's see here. Looks like we have enough marshals, but we're going to need one of you guys along this wall to go to do the middle spot. That's going to be a tough spot. But we'll need... All right, track is open for a few laps.
Or no. Gary Weaver. Brian Badgett. Brian Langdon. Bob Torvand.
All right. Jared, you want me to call this one? Okay. All right. So your guest announcer, Kendra Knowles, will be accompanying you for this race. Let's line it up, guys. Shut down the straightaway. All right. Your order is going to be top qualifier Brian Langdon on the 1, Jim on the 2, Gary on the 3, Tristan on the 4, James on the 5, Bob on the 6, Jason on the 7, and Brian Badgett on the 8. All right. All right, we're getting our grid lined up here. See if you guys can do the train on that first lap. All right, A main. 17.5, four-wheel drive buggy. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Go with the sound of the tone and not before. Oh, sorry guys, hold on a second. I just clicked the wrong. Give me a minute, guys, sorry. Hey, Jared, I need your help for a second. Oh, never mind. Okay, all right, we're ready. Little glitch there on the computer. Sorry, guys. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Go with the sound of the tone. And we're off.
Transponder 2078089.
Nice and easy, guys. Nice and easy. See if we can make that first lap. All right. So far, so good. We're doing a train. Jim crossing the line first, followed by
Transponder
James and Gary.
2078089.
All right.
Transponder 2078089.
All right, looks like we have James, followed by Jim and Jason.
Transponder 2078089.
All right, your race order is James, followed by Jim and Jason, top three. Then we have in the 4, Brian Badgett.
Transponder
Gary in the 5,
2078089.
Bob in the 6, Tristan in the 7. All right.
Transponder 2078089.
All right, our leader James.
Transponder
Going over the triple there.
2078089.
Jason in the 2, Jim in the 3. Our leader in that kind of a
Transponder
silver pearlish car. He's going over the
2078089.
triple there. Followed by Jason and Jim. Still plenty of time left, 3 minutes remaining. Our leader crossing the line, he gets a little loose there.
Transponder 2078089.
All right.
Transponder 2078089.
All right, Jason, Jim, and James. Top 3.
Transponder 2078089.
Just a little halfway over this race. And the order is Jason, Jim, and James, top 3. It looks like Gary Weaver moving to the 3.
2078089.
Gary Weaver over the triple there. He made his way back from the back there, crossing the line.
Transponder 2078089.
Showing Jim in the front, Jason in the 2, Gary Weaver in the 3,
Transponder
Brian Badgett in the 4,
2078089.
and James in the 5, Bob in the 6. Just over a minute remaining, drivers.
Transponder 2078089.
All right, 1 minute remaining.
Transponder 2078089.
Jason Saltz moves into the 1. Jim in the 2. Gary Weaver in the 3. We got Little tie up here in the middle.
Transponder 2078089.
Our leader now, Jason Saltz. Orange and silver over the triple. Jim and Brian bagged it in the 2 and 3. Gary Weaver now in the 4.
Transponder 2078089.
20 seconds, drivers. All right, time is winding down.
Transponder 2078089.
It's Jason, Jim, Gary now in the 3. That is time. When you cross the line, you will be done. Brian bagged it, you're done. Gary Weaver.
Transponder 2078089.
A few more to finish here. Bob, you're done. Jim, you're done. All right, looks like everybody's done. All right. Taking third, Brian Badgett with a 19.502. Second place, Jim with a 20.512. And taking the win for the final race tonight is Jason Saltz with a 20.505. All right, good race, guys. Okay, that concludes our race program for this Wednesday evening. On behalf of MHOR RC Racer, we'd like to thank all the racers for coming out. It's the racers, you guys, that make racing what it is here at MHOR RC. Track will be open for a while until you see Jared come out and start watering. So the track is open for practice. Alrighty, well that wraps it up. Kendra Knowles, your guest announcer, signing off. Everyone have a good evening and hope to see you on Saturday or next Wednesday.